Welcome, Almas.
Thank you, Aferdita. Thank you for being able to meet me again.
It's a pleasure for me. And today, I thought we could talk a little bit more about Petro Zheji and his discovery.
Yes.
When it comes especially to languages. All right?
So before we go into the details a bit,
Yeah.
can you tell us something about Petro Zheji, his life? Was he in what university he was teaching in, and how many languages he knew? He knew Sanskrit,
Sanskrit,
Albanian, of course.
Hittite, Latin,
Okay.
Ancient Greek,
Okay.
Modern Greek.
Nice.
Greek was very well because his parents comes from Girocastra, which is close to Greek, down South Albania.
Okay.
So he knew Greek perfectly, actually. He knew German very well. He actually has lived in USA for
Okay.
in Detroit, I think.
Yeah, okay.
When
Yeah.
he was like 60, 70, something like that.
Michigan, yeah, Michigan State, and Detroit is the city.
Yeah, and he knew many more languages, French very perfectly.
Okay.
He has some stories about how when he discovered the symbolic algorithm.
And then he wrote the book. When did he write the book? Was it a while ago?
So the discovery he made about the new science of etymology and the symbolic algorithm, he did it when he was like 40 years old. So it means like for 40 years ago, 50 years ago around. And it was communism in Albania in that time. So it was not allowed
it was Soviet Union at that time.
So it was not allowed to talk about these things in that time.
Oh, the Soviet Union was not allowing linguistic studies?
I mean, you cannot say about Albanian language so much, even in Albania. All right? And I will tell you about something about Leibniz. You know Leibniz?
Leibniz, that will be nice, because Leibniz is also, we talk about Leibniz in physics, in mathematics.
Exactly. And you're a physicist?
He discovered calculus, yeah.
Yeah, he was quite intelligent. So actually,
that will make it more interesting because you talk
in 1700, Leibniz was actually studying Albanian. And in that time, Albanian was called...
For those of us who don't know, Leibniz was a German...
I have it here, actually. I can show you. Look. Because this is all I'm talking about. They're documented. It's not that I'm saying it. Look.
Yeah. So that's
a German philosopher, mathematician. He's very famous.
He was very famous.
And in that time, Albanian Illyrian was called Epirotic. Epir? Maybe you've heard in history? Okay, so he was actually wanted to find out about the German language, and he used Albanian. Okay. And he found some words which I'm going to mention just now for fun, because in that time they knew about Albanian language history in 1700. So before 1800, they knew about history, they knew about language a little bit more. Okay, and then after 1800, all these political things, whatever. So it has been hidden, and now will come out through whatever. But on the Albanian language, he's writing letter here. He says, look what he says here. Hund in German, it means dog. Hund. Also in all Germanic languages, actually. Also in Norway, where I am here. Hund. Hund, whatever, it means dog.
Dog.
And he was saying that, because Celtish and Albanian are very connected epirotic languages. He knew that. So he's saying that hunde, for hund, it means in Albanian nose.
Okay.
All right. So he's saying hunde for nose. We should. This he says that hund, dog in German, is absolutely connected to nose, hund in Albanian, because it is the organ of smelling and this stuff, like dog and
Dog uses
main.
nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he uses logic, he
Yeah.
uses logic.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he says crabs is an animal with arms, and kra means arm in Albania. So he uses that in many other things. He has taken here a lot of examples, and this is documented. This is a document which people can find anywhere.
Nice.
So with this just a little example,
will you be able to share the link of this document later with the video?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everything I say here is documented, and it's have documents. And there are many Germans, actually, linguists and philosophers, and they have studied the Albanian.
By the way, Leibniz is the contemporary of Newton, and they were writing letters to each other. Yeah.
Exactly. You see, so there must be something. Petro told me actually that there were schools, universities, they used to learn the Albanian language.
In Germany.
In many places in Europe.
Okay.
1600, 1700, but it stopped after 1800, and no one knows. It's this Greek stuff and everything. Story has changed a little bit, so it was not forever hidden in a way. Okay, and it's going to come out, and now anyways the truth is going to come out, and somehow. But let's talk a little bit about the science, okay? Because you are a physicist, so I wanted to touch what Petro Zheji has said about physics. All right, but before that we should introduce a little bit what he has found out, because he has actually created a new science of etymology. All right. Today linguists such as Saussure, Lacan, very well known linguists, okay, they say that the words have no meaning.
So just for the benefit of the listeners, Saussure was a Sanskrit scholar in France. Yeah.
In France.
I think in the 18th, 19th century somewhere.
Yes.
And Lacan was can you say something about Lacan? He was a linguist?
He was also a linguist. He was also in France.
Okay.
Yes. So they were very smart people, actually, but they have created the system of they said that linguist or language is a system. Okay. It's science of linguistics. So that was good that they did. But Ferdinand Saussure, he said that the connection between the signifier and the signified is arbitrary. So the word and its meaning is arbitrary. Okay, so that's what they teach at school today.
So it's like I could say this is a pen, or I can say it is a blah, some name, but the word and the meaning are not okay.
Yeah, exactly, because Petro Zheji called this old science of etymology, which is actually everywhere at school, learned all over the world. So
as a side remark, I should mention, before you go further, that this movement in Europe that was started by these Ferdinand Saussure and these people, you know, the structuralism and all those kind of things that come from this linguistic studies of Sanskrit, and this signifies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were very smart people, but they say that words have no meaning, is arbitrary. All right.
Okay.
Because they could not find it. They could
Ah,
not find it, the meaning, why it has
so
so.
one has to go much deeper to
Yeah,
find the
deeper.
real connection. Okay.
So Petro is saying what they say, but goes much deeper, so has evolved that science. That's what it is. And
That is very good. You mentioned that because now it is nice, like Petro Zheji now go deeper than them.
yeah, and
Look at
Petro
this.
has studied these two very, very well.
Okay.
Very, very well. So, and knows like 15 languages, a
Nice.
lot. So not only Sanskrit, but many others, especially European, including Greek and all these things. So anyway, so this science says that words have no meaning. It means that the language, like word and meaning, which means a thought, are no connected. There is a barrier, a wall between them. All right.
Okay.
They call it signifier and signified, as per in the linguistic terms. So
Okay.
it means that they could not do the philosophy of language. Have you heard philosophy of language?
Will you try? Will you mind explain?
Yeah.
Explain? Yeah.
So if you know the meaning of a word, why it's created, that it is inside of that, there is a philosophy. Okay, there is
Okay.
something to show. For example, let's take a few examples. All right. So, you know, they say the word create the world. You see me, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna write something as always because we have to show. And I'm also a linguist because I am, you know,
So you are
taught me
you are a linguist by training. Yeah.
by training by Petro. This science of etymology is not many people know, or actually almost no one. Just a few
Indeed.
students of Petro.
Indeed, yeah, and a very important topic actually, very important
It's
for
the
you.
most important topic.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. We're talking about that actually. I've talked to someone else also, but I know you will understand a lot.
Hopefully.
Because you have the logic of the physics and the science, which it will be very easy for you, I know. For example, you know, the word has, every single country speaks a different language, right? France,
Yeah.
French, Albanians, English, UK, whatever, right? But the word and the country, it has connection. Even the word language, some say it means land, gauge the land. All right?
Gauge
Gauge the land. You measure the land. So earth, wherever you are, the earth of that
the
place,
land.
and
Okay.
the speech. All right? For example, in a commune, community, commune, we
Yeah.
say communicate,
Yeah.
right? Language, country. State, in a state, for example, USA, state, you say a statement. You know, speech, how you speak, it will affect in a way the earth wherever
Okay.
you
So
are.
state. Okay. So state is part of the statement. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's speech, you know,
That's where you can imagine.
communication, language,
Mhm.
land, gauge, you see?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or word in English, and
Uh-huh.
world.
Okay.
It's yeah. So the science says everything has no meaning
Mhm.
today, but it has actually. Okay.
Okay.
So we are going to little bit to talk about the philosophy of language,
Yeah, that would be nice
because
because
Petro Zheji was also actually a philosopher. He has
yeah.
studied Spinoza and Hegel and all this, well-known
Okay.
Heidegger, when he was 14 years old.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
He was kind of genius, you know. Has some stories about that, which he shared with me when he was, you know, young, very young. Linguists So these linguists say that naming of objects or with words is arbitrary, it's random. And because they could not find the deep meaning,
the deeper connection, yeah.
the deepest connection. There is something more, because to find the deepest connection, you have to be a mathematics, cosmology, many other types of language. You have to know many, many more things to be a linguist.
Many more things, actually, yeah, because to see the patterns, yeah.
Exactly, because the word is so powerful, right? The word creates the world. In the Bible, for example, I've written here, it says John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All right, so
So
who created creation?
as a remark here, I will say that
Yeah.
in Rig Veda, it says walk,
Yeah.
the talking, the speech
Exactly.
is the first or something like that.
Yes, it is vak, and vak means also vaka. It means also the cow and earth.
Right.
Gaia, we touched a little bit, but the sound, voice, vak, voice, the word voice in English comes from vak.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that?
No. Now I'm thinking about it. Makes sense.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it symbolizes the earth or world sound. But anyways, the creation, it has to be,
So
or even in other types of religions.
Just for the Pashto speaking people, I would say, Vena in Pashto is speaking or speech, Vena, and it has that we, Vena, walk, Vena, voice.
Walk, yeah, to come. It means
Yeah.
Vena in Albania means to come.
Okay. And so we have Vael, Vena. These are the words for speaking and words. Yeah.
Yeah, via. So that the part V, it's this from vaka.
Yes. Okay.
V. So it's very good. And so the linguists say, anyways, that words have no meaning, and to find a etymology of a word, they refer it to a concept, okay, for performing a complete etymology process. For example, this word I like comes, they say English I like comes from German, like, or from that, Greek, from that. Okay, you see? And there is no ending because they cannot find the original. They didn't have a motivation theory. To motivate a word in any language or to find the etymology, you have to find or discover why that word has the meaning it has. Okay. All right? Petro Zheji, he has created a new science of etymology, okay? And I actually used his science for all Norwegian language. I made this book in 2016.
Visione mystic I universit de Norwegianista.
Yes, this is in Norwegian too. Mystic vision of universe.
Okay.
And Norwegian language.
Okay.
So Petro said,
when did you publish that?
In 2016.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So in a way, he has controlled this. All my examples, everything. It is like, a master degree you do, and you have to do the master thesis in the end. That's
this was
school, Petro Zheji school.
Okay, so this was under his supervision that you did this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So it is like, continuing of his books, but one language. Here is Norwegian.
Why did you focus on
because I live in Norway.
Okay.
So I know it good. I know it very nice. I live in Norway.
One day we can do a session on this book of yours, not today, but some other day. We can do that too.
Yeah, I have also thought to do
what are your
a little bit today, just a little bit,
Yeah.
if we have time. And just to show you some little example, you know, because now it's just theory. But Petro Zheji, according to Albanian linguist Petro Zheji, words have meaning. Okay.
So he goes opposite
He goes
to
more
Saussure.
now. He goes more.
Yeah.
Okay. So language and thought are deeply connected. He has actually found the philosophy of language, which many people are trying to find today. But they cannot find it without. I mean, Petro Zheji has made it already for those who want. It's like finished and, you know, shown exactly how it is. So it is able to motivate the word, that is to prove why a word has the meaning it has. All right. He has established the new science of etymology, where the main discovery is also the symbolic algorithm. And he uses another
algorithm.
Symbolic algorithm, yeah, with symbols. I'm going to show you a little bit of picture.
Yes, please.
Are these symbols? And he says that the old science, Saussure and Lacan, they use a diachronic method. Okay, history, concepts, you know, in this year 1600 they used that, in this year, okay, which is very not precise because how do you know? Have you been living in 1300 or whatever? So Petro Zheji uses a synchronic, not diachronic, synchronic method where you take the word as it is today and do it etymology. All right. So this new science of etymology, which Petro Zheji has established, can be done for all the languages in the world.
That will
not
be nice.
Only
that will be nice.
All the languages.
It will be nice to apply it to Pashto one day.
Yeah, we're gonna
to see what comes out.
Exactly, it's gonna come out a lot. Because so he says the old science of etymology, which they use today with Lacan and Saussure, could not find the real etymology of the word and could not motivate the words of a language because they lack two important tools. He says one is also Albanian language, which means, you know, all this which we talked last time, with the word transferred to symbol. And the second thing, which is very important tool, is the symbolic algorithm. Okay, word reference to symbol. So when it comes to Albanian language, of course, I mean, it's, you know, it's same as Sanskrit and it's same as all these ancient languages which are not used today, but Albanian language is spoken today. It's not.
And Pashto is also very ancient and spoken today, so we will see how
we will find similarities for sure. Yeah. If it's ancient, well, then we will prove it.
Yeah. I have a good feeling that Pashto is very, very ancient.
For sure, if it's close to everything which is close to Sanskrit is
it's very
ancient.
It's very close to Sanskrit. Yeah.
Yes. So this symbolic algorithm, you know, Petro Zheji, to find the symbolic algorithm has not been very easy. You know, he was a mystic too.
Maybe that's why it is not very well known to people, because
no one knows. No one knows.
Because it has difficulty.
So this discovery he has found is actually ancient knowledge. You know, it's ancient, but he has to rebuild it or find it for us, for people that live now, make it ready for us. So, for example, symbols are very, you know, people say, or ancients, they say God speaks through symbols, right? And Petro used to name Jean Chevalier, and Jean Chevalier is someone who has written a book about symbols, okay? A dictionary of symbols. He says in French, he says le symbole abat les murs, which means the symbol brings down all the walls.
Okay.
It's divine. It's, the first language explains a lot of things when it comes to symbols. All right. So symbolic algorithm, Petro Zheji says that symbolic algorithm is the logic articulation of ancient and mystic or mythic thought.
Okay.
And to understand this symbolic algorithm, which is without this, no one can ever find the etymology of a word. So it's you're gonna see how it is, because it's
I'm very excited about it.
yeah, the key to understand the symbolic algorithm are the tables of two given codes or logics, which is called code E and code F. I'm going to show you with, so it's not only just theory.
Please.
I'm going to show you the tables and what are these symbols, just for fun. Share screen here. All right. So the symbols, here is a little bit in Albanian. He has also this, he has also the book in English, Sanskrit and Albanian, which is the only book in English of Petro Zheji. You can find here also the symbolic algorithm.
Okay. I would like to buy that on Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I will send it. I don't think it's on Amazon. Or maybe it is. I'm not sure. If it is, then it's good.
I will check and then I will talk to you if it was not there.
Yes. So you see in E or E code, there are these symbols. X equals minus X or this or 1. You have the 0 or the circle, full circle, right? Like this. You have in F, you see here F. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, you have all these symbols here in F code, and you have, for example, we touched a little bit the symbol. You see the circle divided.
Divided, yeah.
Yeah, this is in code F.
And next to that is the negative circle, minus circle.
Yes, negative. Negative of E is F. So they are very connected, these two. They're actually opposites.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, how he discover all these, is there a what is his argument for these symbols associated with E and F?
Yeah, I will show you.
Okay.
And because this is not, this is, as you see here, he uses quite a lot of formulas and
Okay.
just to show you. I like, so he's a lot of, it's a science. But let's go back to E and F. So you see the symbols, all right?
Yeah.
Like you are, for example, this symbol here also, you have the circle, full circle, like that. Yeah. So in E, he calls it, he calls the E. You have time right now?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, I also am.
Yeah.
Quite
Yes,
peaceful
please.
now.
That would be nice if you explain it.
Yeah.
Through examples.
Yeah, just a little bit examples of. He calls this proposition in X, or we can start with F. All right, or E. Code E. All right, code E. We start with code E because it's very important code. And this proposition, for example, X equals to minus X. It seems like very difficult to understand, but actually it's very easy, especially for you. You are a professor. So X minus X is considered a logic proposition implying the logic of the included third, tertium datur. Okay, so he calls it the logic of E, which means essence in a way, essence, like. Okay, so this is E.
Essence means the origin or the
important, like Yeah, the center, or
Yeah.
he calls this also the mystic center. It's center. But the code F, this is E, code F, all right? He calls it as a formal, F for formal, all right? Or Aristotelian logic, Aristotle's logic. It is the logic of, human reasoning or principle of identity, maybe you have heard.
Yeah.
They call it, this is known to schools and everyone, they call it A equal to A. This is what it is known, but Petro Zheji expresses it as X equal to X.
Okay.
All right, Aristotle logic. So Aristotle named this law, Aristotle in Greek or Hellen, the law of non-contradiction, he calls that.
Okay.
But Petro Zheji says actually this is contradiction itself, because this law means it is the law of excluded middle, or tertium non datur. The third is excluded.
Yeah, that one is known. Yeah, so the excluded middle, I have heard that. Okay.
Yeah, this is excluded. You take out the third, tertium non datur, like in Latin.
Can I say something? Can I say something and you can correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the first one, x is equal to minus x, suggests that something contains its own opposite.
Yes.
Something is itself its own opposite. The
Exactly.
opposite itself is contained in the object.
Yes, all opposites here are equal.
So
For
if
example,
you don't mind, I can bring the physics example that a photon is its own antiparticle. A photon, the light particle, is its own antiparticle.
yes.
But the electron antiparticle is separate. It's a positron. So it doesn't contain its own antiparticle. But a photon contains its own antiparticle.
Yes.
So I just wanted to mention that for the benefit of the listeners.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very good. And
how did you say it in Latin or Albanian? We said tertium?
Tertium datur.
Datur. Okay, tertium.
Datur. This is like a Latin, like they use this at schools, to make it a little bit like what teachers and that they use. But this is, the third included. You include the third. You have, let us say, you have the left side, x, minus x means the right side, right?
Yeah.
So the left and the right is equal to the center. This is called also mystic center, he calls it. So it's the center, Petro Zheji. But anyways, the symbolic algorithm, it means, he says, it's a holographic or fractal. They use, have you heard the word fractal?
Yes, it is something that has a self-similarity.
Yes.
Something that resembles itself at every scale.
Exactly. Exactly. And E here, that it is, yes, it's the truth. Is a symbolic algorithm has a holographic structure, has a fractal nature, where the part is in the whole, the part is in the whole, and the whole is in the part. A fractal, so like divinity, very high intelligence, or it's perfection, perfect coherence, fractality.
Very good. For the reader, for the listener, I would say holographic picture is something that if a regular picture, if you break it, you don't have the whole picture, but a holographic picture, even if you have a small piece of the picture, it contains the whole picture. Every part of the plate where the picture is stored, if you shine light on it, you get the whole picture.
Exactly. Very nice explanation. That's what it is.
Yes. So that's what you mean. The part contains the whole contains the part.
The part.
And just for those who are listening, in physics, it's not. It is there in physics. Hologram, holography, all there. So the
Fractality. They call fractality also, actually. In today modern fractality, someone uses hologram, holographic,
okay.
fractal.
So this circle with a symbol signifies that. So the
Yeah.
circle with a line through the middle, that means the part is equal to the whole.
Whole, yes. Yes, that's
Nice.
true. So in E, actually, there is no division. There is, for example, religions could say, division from God is bad or something like that. In Code, you are connected.
Aferdita, at this
Yes?
point, people may ask, why did Petro Zheji choose E? Because he could choose, he could choose, let's say, M, and say
Yeah, E because
that
essential.
ah,
E essential, that's why.
essential.
Essence.
Okay.
Essence. And even the word essence comes from center. Essen.
Okay.
The essence, the center of something.
Yeah, the origin of something.
Origin, which is deep. Deep, but unknown, but it is there. Okay? So he uses that, and F he uses for formal, which means outside. So this is the center of the circle.
Okay.
If you have a circle in general, okay? The center of the circle,
and
X like that, or in math, the center, so essence, okay? And formal means formal, the other one, which is the opposite of E, all right? Formal means not the center, but what is that called? The
the periphery.
Periphery. So you see, there are two different things. Or explicit order or implicit or like inside.
So the center would represent the essence, and the periphery will represent the formal, the form.
Yes. Form, outside. What is outside?
When the essence takes forms.
Yes.
So was Petro Zheji inspired by the Vedic philosophy and the Vedic, because you see, it's very similar to Vedic.
Yeah, to me, this is Vedic knowledge. After I learned it from,
to yoga, right? Because the part contains the whole contains the part.
Art. This is higher knowledge, which we are taught to. So he went into this higher knowledge. That's why he found the meaning of the words. You see?
So by the higher knowledge, you mean here that this knowledge would not come to you just by intellectual discussions, but you have to go deeper into reflections on it.
Yeah, both that and that, deeper and intellectual.
Both, okay.
Of course, I mean, yeah. He got
that so that you can be able to express it then in language and symbols.
Yeah, because Petro says that language is not only the language we speak, we communicate. Language can be also physics, cosmology, mythology, all fields of knowledge are languages to him. For example, the symbol in code E, one of the symbols, there are some symbols as I showed you, right? This symbol is like a picture. One symbol has a lot of interpretations, right? This is called the semantic spectrum of this symbol, of this symbolic figure. This can be.
So by semantic, you mean different meanings.
Meanings, yeah. Interpretations also. This can be whole.
Okay.
This can be inseparable. Inseparable. Do you see me? Let's see.
Yes, I see you. I see the board. Yes.
Yeah. This means many things. This can mean universe, whole. whole universe.
All, yeah. The
Yeah,
totality. The
yeah,
totality,
all universe, heaven, good things, clarity,
It can mean
prosperity,
symmetry,
symmetry, perfect symmetry. And he went
perfect
to this
symmetry.
perfect golden symmetry. His claimant once that. This is also called the mystic center. The mystic philosophers call this mystic center.
So in yogic philosophy, we have these named chakras. Now, chakra also means circle. Right?
Yeah, chakra, chark means circle in Albania. Chark.
Yeah, in Pashto we have chakar. Chakar means
Which means circle.
rotate one. Yeah, rotate once.
Yeah, you see. Yeah.
And then we have, when you want to pull water out of the well with a rope, and the thing that you rotate is called sarha. Sarha, that's it is really related to charha,
Oh,
chakar.
you see, chark. Yeah,
Yes.
chark. It's the same. You see the same root?
Oh, yes, yes.
You see the same root in Albanian, in Pashto, in Sanskrit, and in charka. Even the word chark, circle, in English, circle, charka is charka, chark.
That's nice.
Chakra.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's absolutely same. So we are doing this unity
So
here.
this you call the semantic spectrum.
Semantic spectrum of this symbol. There are many more. This is called divinity, heaven, clarity, perfection,
in principle, the semantic spectrum can be infinite, right? And you can associate many meanings to a symbol.
For example, is this the same as you see a picture, all right? A Da Vinci picture, and you can interpret it in one way as you see it, and another person can interpret it another way. So it depends on how you see it. For example, here, let's take a symbol in code F. Okay, in the code F. A circle, full circle, or a black circle. All right, full circle. It's not like that circle, which this is full circle.
Yeah, full circle, yeah.
Yeah, you can interpret this spectrum of meanings, all right? You can say this is dirt.
Yeah.
Not clarity, sin.
Oh, like a
devil.
Like a stain, like a stain on the shirt, like a dirt.
Spot, yeah. That matter also. That can be interpreted matter or material world.
Matter has the solidity, and this thing has the solidity, and the thing.
Yes. Night, so not day.
Night, yeah, because there's no
darkness.
There's no clarity, yeah.
No clarity. Darkness, you cannot see clarity. Suffering.
So you're saying that this symbol could be used for many things, right?
Many things, yes.
Yeah.
Ignorance and
the first humans who would be using these symbols would use it in such a way that it represents that, like let's say darkness or not clarity or matter, right? So
yes.
Okay.
So all these symbols, because ancients, they used to communicate through symbols, which we communicate toward. Today we communicate with concepts. This meaning of the word. But the word before, it was connected to symbols. Okay, for example, which touched last time, like the D, which means division. So this symbol can you interpret like division, for example, division, divide, cut. You are there? Okay, I thought I lost you.
No, I'm there, but okay, nice. I was thinking about something, and that is part, yeah.
Fragment, even measure. Because I'm going to talk about to you about something in quantum physics to discuss with you and what Petro said. So it has to
Nice.
do with measure. So, you know, measure something and it's like not unlimited. It has a border or a limit. Limit.
That's right. You can only measure things which has a boundary.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So many more others, divorce or whatever, you know, separation and all
Yeah.
this part, not whole,
Distinction,
not whole.
not whole.
And we
Yeah.
can take just, there are many other, but we can take this, the last one, just to explain, you know, people, because then they will understand. They have
Yeah.
also this, Petro has also this symbol, which means like, you know, and connection, connected.
Okay. Linked. Yeah. Linked.
Linked, yeah, linked, not freedom, slavery,
Ah.
Law,
Bonded. Yeah. Bonded together. Yeah.
bonded, mixture, obstacle, a knot.
Affair. Maybe desire. Affair.
Yeah, like
Attachment.
attachment, marriages also,
Yeah. Okay.
and all these things, like, you know, connection, relation,
Relation.
a relation.
Okay.
Law, for example, you do this, so you're connected to the relatio. And many relativity also, relativity, because we're gonna talk
related. Yeah. There's a
about theory
relationship.
of
Relativity.
relativity.
So now, but yeah, but my question is that if you take a circle and cut it, it looks like a D.
Yeah, so it's logic.
But that is only Latin or English alphabet, right? But in
No,
other
it's Sanskrit.
languages,
D, it's Sanskrit. Da, it means
da.
division.
But but
Da.
there, but what, how is the symbol there in Sanskrit? Does it look like a D?
No, that is not something else. The symbol. So this is symbol for not only Sanskrit. This is for all countries.
That's what
The
I'm saying. But
symbols
it
of
more,
Petro.
but this symbol looks more like D. So it only is similar to one language or
It
one.
means it's more ancient. This is what people knew before, because they were speaking, you know, it was
Or
oral.
even more ancient,
Languages were spoken.
even more ancient than Sanskrit, you mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about that, which ancient, but this is like for all the languages, he says. Okay, so I'm just explaining what he says. But let's go a little bit of in
Okay, let's go further.
Physics.
Yes.
All right, because language is not only the language we speak. All right.
It could be the language of science too.
Language of science too. So these symbols, you can combine them and find some truth, which is not only languages, but it can go in physics, it can go in chemistry, math, music, philosophy, every kind of knowledge. All right. So this is quite big, actually. It's very huge. It's gigantic. But any kind of statement in all fields of knowledge can be transcribed into the language of algorithm, symbolic algorithm. Petro Zheji says, all right?
Yeah.
And he has studied a lot with Einstein and modern and
Ancient.
modern and what they teach at school today, not quantum, but determinism. Classical physics. Yeah. So that's how I understood from him, because it was not clear to me, because, you know, not everything. All right.
He grew up in Soviet Union, and Soviet Union was very good in training people in maths and physics. Yeah.
So he had all of these, because, you know, he said you cannot discover something without knowing some from other things also.
Okay.
He was very good in mythology, cosmology, amazing philosophy. It's so he studied the. Okay, so he said Heisenberg. let's go a little bit. You can explain a little bit more. Heisenberg principle of uncertainty.
Yes.